Did you know that there's only one country in the entire world that is considered unreached by the gospel, where the small existing population of evangelical Christians is actually still decreasing? Christian missiologists have even started referring to this country as the missionary graveyard because of its unique cultural and social barriers to the gospel. It has one of the highest life expectancies in the world, but it also has elevated rates of suicide, of anxiety, and of sleeplessness. It is developed and technologically advanced, but it is currently entering into a period of very serious economic uncertainty. This is a country that I have grown to love for its beautiful culture and amazing people. And this is the country that I will be moving to for the next 2 years of my life. This country is Japan, where 98% of the population is considered unreached by the gospel, and only 0.6% of the population is evangelical Christian. About 5 years ago, when I was pursuing a bachelor's in biblical studies, I responded to what I believe was a call to go to the nations, to share the love of Jesus among the unreached. And after the pandemic put a pause on some of those aspirations, the Lord eventually led me to this amazing church that I've now been serving at for over 3 years, and also to a super missions-minded seminary that I just graduated from. And during my time here at Redeemer Church, I felt the Lord reawaken that desire to go to the nations alongside a sudden interest in Japanese culture. And as I became aware of just how great the need is for gospel workers in the nation of Japan, that interest turned into a passion, the passion then turned into a burden, and after almost 2 years now of praying, of learning, and of growing, that burden is now turning into action. But today, I have an exciting update on this whole journey because as of last week, I have officially been appointed as a missionary with WorldVenture, an organization that has been doing church planting on the ground in Japan since the 1940s. For my 2-year assignment, I'll be diving headfirst into full-time language school while supplementing an established church planting team just outside of Tokyo, consisting of American missionaries and, of course, Japanese Christians. Like most missionaries, I will need to develop a team of partners and senders who are willing to commit to praying over the mission and also potentially giving to the mission. Unfortunately, one of the big barriers to missions in Japan, especially in Tokyo and the surrounding area, is the high cost of living, and that can be a little bit intimidating for me to think about. But I know that if God has called me to this, and I believe that He has, that He will provide for me, whether that be through one-time gifts, through monthly partnerships, through churches, or through the generosity of individuals. So if the cause of the unreached in Japan is something that stirs up your heart, I would encourage you to pray about potentially joining my team as a committed prayer partner, or even coming alongside me as a monthly supporter. If you want some information on how to do that, how to join the mailing list, and to support, you can check out the caption below. I appreciate you taking the time just to hear some of my story and my heart for Japan. If you'd like to schedule a Zoom call, or maybe even grab a cup of coffee to learn more about Japanese missions, I would love to do that. Don't be afraid to reach out. Maybe you're a youth pastor or a pastor trying to orient your church more towards the Great Commission. I would love to come speak before my hopeful launch date in early 2025. Of course, that's Lord willing that I am fundraised by then, but I am open-handed to the timeline that the Lord has for me. I pray this video finds its way to the right people, and even if you're not able to commit to praying, my hope is that maybe this video encourages you to live on mission for the kingdom of God, wherever it is that He may be leading.